Hello all, welcome back to the Best Self Therapy YouTube channel, which you know is your home for the tips and the tricks and the tools and the exercises and all the good things needed to help manage your mental health, whether that's you're facing a certain battle or a struggle, or you're really just working on maintaining your mental well-being. Regardless of why you're here to live a better life as your best self, and I'm here to help you do that. I'm coming to you with a mini bonus video this month, not only because it's Mental Health Awareness Month, but because this skill and exercise I've been implementing a lot in my sessions with clients. I've been sending home with clients to use as an exercise. So I figured if it's showing up a lot in my office and in my sessions, chances are there are people who are not coming into my office who might also benefit from this skill. So I'm coming to you on this platform to provide you with this grounding technique for you to implement right away, put in your toolbox, however you might need it. So get yourself comfortable, get in a safe, quiet space that has minimal to no distractions, get comfortable, and then we'll dive into the exercise. The grounding technique that I'm going to provide you today is a grounding technique that I provide clients almost immediately when they start talking about wanting something to help reground them, to keep them centered, to keep them in the present moment. And I give it to them almost immediately because it's so easily accessible. This skill is great to use when you're out and about, on the go, and you don't have time to pause and sit. This skill is also helpful for when you are at home. You can pause and sit. You're in your safe space with minimal distractions. This is also a great skill to use when you're in an environment with a bunch of different people around you, and you can use it without people actually knowing that you're using a grounding technique, which is a big thing I talk to clients about. So this grounding technique that I'm going to provide you with today and walk you through is called the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Before I dive into and actually start guiding you through the process, I want to explain to you what that means. So the 5-4-3-2-1 method is simply just describing in your surroundings what you are experiencing with all 5 senses. So you're going to identify 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can hear, 3 things that you can touch, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it, but I'm just giving you a quick rundown of what this is going to look like in our time together. So find a spot where you can get comfortable. For the first time that you're doing this, I would encourage you to be in a space where you can really focus and just be with me for these next maybe 3 minutes. It's not a very long exercise. So find a spot where you can be comfortable, where you feel safe, where there's minimal to no distractions, and hang out with me. I'll walk you through this exercise. If you're in a space right now where you can't access that, that's okay. Come back later. Come back later, try it out, see how it feels. Get yourself comfortable, and we'll guide you through this exercise. All right, are we ready? Are you comfortable? You can do this lying down, you can do this sitting up. It'd probably be better if you're sitting up in a comfortable space. Obviously, you need to keep your eyes open because we're using all 5 senses. So when you are ready, we're going to start by just taking a couple of nice deep breaths. When we're breathing, we really want to make sure we're filling that diaphragm. When we breathe from our chest, chances are we're probably feeling a little bit anxious. And if that happens, that is okay. Just redirect it back down to the diaphragm. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Good. Go ahead and regulate your breathing to whatever pace feels good for you. And when you are ready, I want you to take a look around your environment and start listing things that you can see. You can list up to 5. You can do more if you want, but list up to at least 5 things you can see in your environment. This can be something as, I see my hands in this space. Or it could be a little bit more specific of, I see a fireplace in the background. And as you're thinking about identifying what you're seeing, I want you to see if you can identify it in detail. So if you're looking at your hands, what do they look like? Do they look moisturized? Are they a little dry? Are they tan? Maybe sunburnt? Or if you're looking at a certain structure or figure in your space, what does it look like? What's the color? What's the shape? Does it have a finish? Is it matte? Is it glossy? Does it look kind of rough? Try to get as detailed as possible. So I'll give you a couple more seconds to identify 5 things in your surrounding, in your current environment. If you find that your thoughts are distracting you and you're kind of drifting off, redirect back to your breath. Or redirect back to something in your environment that feels comforting. Go ahead and finish up listing off those 5 things that you can see. If you need to pause the video, you are more than welcome to do that. I want you to now list 4 things that you can hear. So that might be my voice in this exercise. It could also be the other things that you are hearing. Are there birds chirping outside? Do you have music playing? Or is there maybe some other sounds in the house or whatever building that you're in that you can hear in the background? Again, if you need to pause the video to continue to identify the 4 things that you hear in detail in your surrounding, please do so. When you are ready, I want you to now identify 3 things that you can touch. 3 things that you can feel. So that might be the feeling of your feet placed on the floor if you're sitting down. What does that feel like? Whatever you're sitting, resting, laying on, it might be the feel of that. It might be the feel of the clothing on your body. It might be the temperature. If you're doing this outside, is there a breeze? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it hot? What are the 3 things that are coming to mind that you can touch in your surroundings? I want you now to identify 2 things that you can smell. If you're outside, it's probably the fresh air, possibly some flowers. If you're in a building, there might be a certain scent of the building. If you're in your home, there's obviously scents in your home. What are you smelling in your space? And lastly, 1 thing that you can taste. Now this one might be a little different, as if you're not drinking anything or eating anything, you may not be tasting something right away. But is there a lingering taste? Did you just brush your teeth? Do you taste that mint? Or is it just kind of that neutral taste that's in your mouth? What is 1 thing you can taste in your environment? If at any time your thoughts are drifting and you're getting distracted, redirect back to your breath or redirect back to something in your environment. Please also pause this video and take as much time as you need to identify these 5 different senses in your environment. Add on to it if you want. You can definitely do more, but we want you to do at least this amount. And try to describe it as much in detail as you can. If you feel like you've gotten enough from this guided grounding technique that we just did together, go ahead and bring your attention back to your breath. And when you're ready, you can go about the rest of your day. Okay, I know I said if you're ready, you can go about the rest of your day, but hold on real quick. I just want to check in with you. How did that feel? What was that like for you? The hope is the more senses that you can get involved at one time, the harder it's going to be for the anxiety, depression, whatever mental health battle or stressor is preventing you from staying grounded and present. We can't have all of these 5 senses being alert and aware and all of that at the same time as having all the stressors come in and keep us out of the present moment. So the hope is the more senses we get involved, the better we are able to set those stressors and the mental health battles aside so we can reground ourselves to a point where we can then address those stressors with a little bit more of a sturdier foundation. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on what this was like for you. If this is your first time doing it and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know what to identify and I found myself getting distracted, and that's okay. It takes time. This grounding technique is a type of meditation. Meditation and mindfulness is a practice. So it's going to take time. It's going to take practice for you to get used to it. So that's why I say if you ever find that you're latching on to certain thoughts or you're getting distracted, redirect your focus back to your breath or redirect your focus back to something in the environment that's comforting for you. If you know you have a tendency to get distracted, and because this is something where you are describing your environment, bring something that you know is comforting to you in the environment with you. Right? So if you have a certain picture or blanket or whatever it might be that brings you a lot of comfort, bring that in. So then that's the thing you're automatically redirecting your thoughts back to if you find that you start to wander. I would love to hear your thoughts on how this went for you. Please comment below. If you found this helpful, of course, please share it to anybody else that you believe would benefit so we can continue to spread the word on how we can get people grounded and how they can also live a better life as their best self. Thank you for joining me for this very mini bonus video, and I will see you all back in June. Here's to living a better life as your best self.